What is up, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today's video is me saying my goodbyes to GNC. It is officially my last day. I am in my last few hours, and in today's video I'm going to go over my time here at GNC. And for anybody that may type GNC in the YouTube search key thing, they might be doing what I did before I started, why to work at GNC, why not to work at GNC. So I'm going to be covering those few things. Hope you enjoy the video. If you don't care about ever working at GNC or knowing anything about GNC products, go ahead and just stay tuned for the next video, because this might not interest you too much. But I know a lot of people search stuff like this, and I want to be out there, be able to help as many people out there as possible that may be looking to work at GNC. So my opinion on my almost 2 years at GNC, here it is. So first, I'll give you a little bit of background on how I even got plugged in at this place. I always come and relax on the refrigerator, so you guys are probably tired of seeing this wall in a lot of my videos. But I was sponsored by another supplement place locally here in Indiana, and loved it as I was just training at a gym and everything. Ended up leaving that gym, needed another source of income, so asked him to hire me, said he would. A month went by, nothing happened. Asked him to hire me, said he would. Another month went by, nothing happened. So I was like, all right, something's got to change. So I went ahead and applied at GNC, and personally, it was only to benefit my personal training. I just wanted to grow that, learn more of the supplement side. I feel like I had the diet and exercise part down pretty well. Just wanted to learn more about supplements. So I got hired on at GNC as an associate. That lasted about 3 or 4 shifts before I was like, this pay sucks and I would like to become a manager. So they moved me to manager, and I've been doing that for I think about 1 year and 7 or 8 months, give or take. Not sure. But as I was writing my pros and cons down on a piece of paper, there actually is more pros than cons. So a lot of people have negative experiences with GNC and want to talk bad about it. In no way is this me talking bad or encouraging you to get a job here or not encouraging you to get one here. This is just my experience, which changes per person. But first, I'm going to dive into the positives of working for GNC. Perk number 1 is the discount you get here. You get a 30% discount, which makes you always want to keep buying stuff here, trying stuff. I got a good feel for almost everything in the sports section on what it does for you and how it helps, so that was awesome. A benefit that a lot of people don't know about when getting hired on here is every month there is employee special offers, discounts as well. So certain companies will be like, hey, take an extra 20% off of your 30% off this month. Different things like that. So that was a huge benefit. I have spent a lot of money here just because of that discount. I've also saved a lot. So that is an awesome perk if you are a supplement buyer, fitness consumer person. A job at a supplement store like GNC could definitely benefit you, even just as a side job. I will say, as an associate, pay sucks. It is not an only job. Even if you're in college, you might want to work 2 jobs because you're not going to get paid. With that being said, if you are an amazing salesman, there is commission on a majority of items, especially like pre-workouts, BCAAs, fat burners, things like that. There is decent commission on those. I'll dive into that in a little bit later. Second perk is the relationships that have been built here. I truly got into here to learn how to help others better, I guess you can say. And so when you truly see somebody coming in over and over and really progressing in their fat loss journey or muscle gaining and getting to know the people, the relationships are awesome. It was great for me to meet like-minded people. I love everything about the fitness world, and so for people to be able to come in and communicate just back and forth about our journeys was another great thing. Third perk, overall it's a good company. I know GNC's had their struggles. I always look into their stock and everything like that, and it was headed downward for a while, but it is on the rise again. It is a good company. Great management, in all honesty. I know I've butted heads with a few of the different regional managers and stuff like that, even turning in my 2 weeks almost a year ago, but it's good management, especially the RSD I have right now is great for the company. I have nothing bad to say there, even though it sometimes makes me want to claw out my eyes. But they are great for the company. They put the right people in the right places to really make the place grow. They didn't do that for the longest time. That's why I think I was at a decline. But now things have started going much better. So those are my perks. That it's overall it's a good company to work for, and I can't say that I would never come back because I did enjoy my time here. But my cons, go ahead and continue watching to hear those. Con number one, as you see in that time lapse, this crap is boring. Goodness, there's times you will go. I've worked a 40-hour week before that I saw I worked more hours than customers I saw. So that tells you sometimes you can legit go 6 to 8 hours without seeing a customer. Now, that's not every day. Some days you're going to see people more often, but this stuff gets boring. Me personally, I'm not a cleaner. I'm not a janitor. The few jobs that have tried to make me out to be one, I get not fired because I've never been fired, but they kind of give me the shoe out the door, and I definitely take that option really quick because I'm not good at cleaning. Don't claim to be. I'm not a janitor. So not gonna. I do my cleaning duties here, but I'm not gonna spend extra time doing that. Con number one, this stuff is super boring. Con number two, you are pretty much forced to sell stuff that you may not even believe in. We have a few different options here of things, core metrics that we just have to sell. If we don't hit this percentage, we're the worst person in the world. We get written up and eventually get fired. I don't agree with that one bit. Me personally, I value my name. I value the stuff I sell, and I do like to sell a lot of ghost stuff. Side point, but a lot of times they are forcing us to sell things that I personally don't believe in, and I won't do it. Does that mean I get 13 phone calls a day of why is GNC brand down so much? How don't you have this many of this? And I value myself a lot more than to just force myself to sell things and make it sound good. With that being said, when we were forced to sell stuff, a lot of people start selling based on commission as well, and it is hard not to fall into that trap. If you know one product has a $4 commission, one has a $2, you're probably going to be more likely to try to sell the $4 one, and from time to time, that definitely happens, but I've tried to hold myself morally to constantly selling what I believe in. Con number three, not so much at the first location I was at, but after they moved me, you deal with some rude and ignorant people. For any of you that follow my Instagram, you see my GNC stories of people just wanting to argue, and I'm one, like, if I have the slightest bit of thought that I could be wrong, I'm not going to argue. I'm gonna tell you you're right. But when I know I'm right about something, and you get these people coming in here continue to argue with you, it makes for long days. And there are some awesome people, which I mentioned the relationships building, but for every 5 awesome people, there's probably 3 or 4 pretty rude people that I don't like to deal with. Another thing we were talking about commission earlier. That's definitely a con for me, because when I started, one of our products that is a big seller had a $4 commission on it, and now it's down to a $2.75 commission. You think $1.25, you don't think it's that much, but when you sell 4 or 5 of them a day, working 5 or 6 days a week, that definitely adds up, and so you do notice it on your paychecks. And then the last con I think I'm really going to talk about is loss prevention. They want to fire you. They want to, they don't like you. Even if they act like they do, they don't. They're looking for any reason, whether it's a penny short in the drawer, whether it's a missing bang, whatever it may be. If you're drinking a bang without paying for it, not that anyone would do that or do it twice, let alone once. Yeah, I did that. They walked in, and I was gonna pay for it at the end of the day. Promise I was. I'm not gonna take stuff, but they walked in, and where's the receipt for that? I don't have it yet. And so yeah, then stupid me did the same thing when they came back the next time. And how I still had a job, I am not sure. But it was all good. But with all that being said, there's my pros and cons. Now, if you are looking to start out and learn more about the fitness industry, I would say GNC is a wonderful job for you. It's very rare that I would recommend this for a career for someone, unless you plan on climbing the ladder. But it is a good filler at young ages, college, stuff like that, to get a good foot in the door, learn some great knowledge on products. I can't tell you how much I've learned since I started here, through different reps coming in, explaining their products, explaining the ingredients and stuff like that. So overall, it was a good job. I enjoyed my time here. Definitely had my ups and downs, but this is something I'm trying to take myself out of the picture, not how I'm feeling right now, or I'm not leaving because anything's bad. I'm leaving because something I got a much better offer. And in tomorrow's video, I'm going to just kind of show you guys the first day of my life outside of GNC. And so if you're thinking about getting a job at GNC, give it a shot. It's definitely worth it, but if you're wanting to make a decent amount of money, have other jobs lined up as well. But there is my time at GNC. It is coming to a close. Will I still continue to shop here? That's another good question. I personally, I like the little mom and pop shops that have a lot stronger pre-workouts, products that we can't really sell here. So I'll pick up some stuff from here, but had a good time. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.